Today we are going to learn about PowerPoint. So how to start the PowerPoint is just easy way out is just go over here and search yourself out the PowerPoint application, or what you can do is type down over here PowerPoint and it will appear. The PowerPoint which I'm going to teach you is Office 365, PowerPoint 365. This is a subscription-based Office package. Anyways, after opening the PowerPoint, you will be greeted with a window like this, and from wherein you have to pick up this blank presentation. Blank presentation is going to provide you with a new blank sheet to work with. But if you want something else, you can search over here. There are a lot of more templates around here. You can see over here. If you want something specific, something like sales report, and go for a search, it will give you some ideas or templates for designing sales report presentation. And this is a good thing to work with. But since this is a basic thing which I'm going to teach you, so we will start with a new blank document. Over here from home, we can start a blank presentation. Once you started the blank presentation, you will be greeted with this first page where you have to add some title and some subtitle. And before doing that thing, let us get familiarized with the toolbars which you are provided with. This is the home toolbar. It represents all the things that you require to create a generalized PowerPoint presentation. If you want something further, there are other tools like Insert, where you can insert table shapes, 3D models, charts, text box, etc. There is some Draw. Obviously, you can understand what it is showing you. There are some design templates, which are some pre-built design over here, which you can use to check out. All you have to do is just select a particular design template. We'll tell you in details about them. Okay. There is transition, there is animation. You can do these things to your slide presentation. This is the slideshow. From there, you can start your slideshow. For if you're working on some slides presentation, how that is going to look in the output, you can see it from here. You have option to record your slideshow, and there is a review. Obviously, we'll try to cover as many as topics possible in this video. And after that, we have the view. The view which you are watching is now called the normal view, wherein you will get to see the current slide and the bullet list of your slides. Okay, let's go back to home and start working on the slide. As we keep on making the slides, we will add new slides and encounter new problems, and we're going to solve those things. Okay. Today we are going to work on the topic called computer fundamentals. You can add some subtitles. For me, it's basic tutorial. Okay. Once you're done with this thing, we can play around with this thing. So for suppose you don't like this font, you can change this font. You don't like the position of this letter, but to move it a little up. All you can do is grab it over here and move it up. Even you can turn these things around. It doesn't make sense, but it has. You have an option to do that thing. After that, you can increase the size, decrease the size, whatever you feel like. Now suppose I don't like this over here. I have put it over here and then wanted to make it bold, some things like that. All you have to do is select the box and press from the toolbar, home toolbar, press your font button, bold. This basic tutorial I want it to be in italics or underlined. So that's it. The tutorial is now underlined. Italics is over here. You can select the box or you can select the text absolutely and do your basic formatting. To add the next slide, we have all we have to do is insert new slide. This is the one way out, and you can from here you can select what kind of slide only you require. I just want blank document, so add the blank. I'm deleting this. To delete this slide is easy. All you have to do is click over here and press your delete button. It's got deleted. To add a new document, new slide, I've told you can add from here, or you can go to your bullet list of slides, and there it's a navigation pane kind of thing. From there you can right click, add new slide. By default, when you do this, they give you this format. This is very useful because you get to type down your own title over here. Since we are starting with computer fundamentals, I will write down computer fundamentals. And over here, the topics which I'm going to cover, those topics. That is, just watch me. If I press enter over here, I'm going to get a new bullet list. It comes automatically. We're going to cover the RAM, we're going to cover the ROM, then we're going to cover the CPU, input device, output device, and we're going to cover before this HDD. We're just going to cover these parts. Now suppose for here, for this item, you can realize this is a memory item. I want to keep it under subheading called memory. All you have to do is go and press enter over here and memory, and select these things and press your tab. So you get a separate section over here. I hope you are getting the basic idea. Once you have started doing the slide, it's a good idea to save your presentation. For saving presentation, all you have to do is go and press over here the save button or Ctrl S. Let's do it. And they are asking me what file name I should give. I'll just keep it as computer fundamentals. I can add over here basic. And where do I keep this file? Choose a location. By default, it's document over here. So in the default is document over here. I prefer to keep it in desktop. And just save it. So let's add another slide of basic computer structure. Okay, add a new slide. We don't need this text box, so we will delete this. This is your title text box, and we are dealing with the first item of the thing, basic structure of the computer, and we'll proceed from here. For this basic structure of the computer, we need to add some text box and some boxes and connecting lines to show the idea. First, from this drawing button, drawing menu or the toolbar, we are going to choose a rectangle and this is my first box, and I will name it input device. From the input device, information comes to your CPU. For that CPU, we need another box, or if I can get some good, meaningful picture, let me see. Okay, it's not much up there. We'll use a box. Inside this thing, we're going to add word CPU. And from the CPU, the output goes to output device, which we add over here. We can do further explaining of this CPU. For that, let's make some space for the CPU. For this, let's add some of the items to this CPU. And let's paste over here the word CPU in a separate folder. And let's add some items. For the items to be added, let's take this box, CPU first is the unit. From there, we have another unit over here. And from there, we have another item over here. And some connecting lines. The lines are becoming a similar color, so I have to change the color of the lines. And now see, you have got here a slanted line. To fix it, press Alt. First select this line and press Alt, and now you can do micro adjustment with this line. To get it straight, or you can directly adjust it over here also without pressing. For that, you won't get the micro adjustment thing. To do micro adjustment, you have to press Alt. Okay, and now the idea is information came from processing unit to memory unit, and from memory unit to the processing unit. And change the color. Similarly, from here to there, and again from there to there. And once this is done, sometimes Once this is done, the output goes out from the processing unit of the CPU to output device. Now, since this is the I think one of the most important items is the memory unit around here. So let me first explain the memory unit. For that, we have to add new slides. We add a new slide, and over here, similar thing. Over here, we have the memory part, which we'll explain in this new slide. So we'll add over here two things. One is this part. You can just to copy this slide, to copy this part is double click on this text box or your title box and copy, select it and copy it. Control C, or you can go from here, copy, and go to a new slide, add it, to paste it, just paste it. And the new topic. So for this memory thing, we will need some, to better give out the memory details, we will need some text part, from some pictures and other things. For that, we can add some pictures over here. To add pictures is very easy. First, I don't need to do this in this click box, okay? What I will get rid of it, just select on this border of the box, get it highlighted, and press delete. It's gone. Now to add pictures, all you have to do is insert pictures. We have some stock images, online pictures in this device. I already have a picture of what I need, so I'll choose this device. And from there, and I will go to my desktop, and from the desktop, I will select the picture top. I will select the picture which I already have over here. And from there, I'll select the memory picture and insert. Now you see this picture is too big to hold in this frame. So what I'm going to do is reduce the memory picture size to my desired size, and I place it anywhere I feel like. Okay. Now there's another kind of thing, memory, and I'll get that picture also. And that picture is here. I will select it, reduce the size, and keep it over here. For the time being, we will fix this thing. We will give it in a better place. Okay. Now, what we can do is start making our slide in a little different format. For this, what I will need to do is insert a text box. So, insert a text box. Over here, I would write memory. And this memory, okay, increase the size of this memory later from this font toolbox, and I place it around 28. Okay. Now from this memory, what we can do is, I've also underlined it. We can branch it in two ways. Like, for that we need some shapes, which you can take it from here. It's a line. Okay. And now from this shape, I can change the colors of this shape. From here, we can make these things black. It was previously blue. And I put it over here. And then there's another line. And we'll adjust it in the proper position so that it doesn't look awkward. Okay, and from there we'll put this thing. To copy this object, I need two more of this item, or 4 more items. To copy this, just select the item, hold your control, and just drag it. You get a copy. It's easier this way. Okay, and under memory we have, first is insert a text box. We need another text box. Insert a text box. Once you are done with this, what we can do is actually define it more further away, in a better way. For that, I need more space, and this thing goes up. And we will go again with this line. Insert. Good. We are done with one slide. For this is the pictures that are over here, to give it a more meaningful way, to show it in a more meaningful way. And we add some more pictures for the hard disk. Choose each device. Let's get a picture of a hard disk. And other secondary device. For that, you can insert some more pictures, online pictures. Okay, we got some pictures over here. And let me add this. We got this picture. Okay, we are done with one slide, and let's go and choose our next topic. For that, we will create another slide. Now, once we have done with the memory, fundamental memory part, let's proceed to the next part, which is the input device and the output device. For that, we will add some new slides. Okay, just right click it here, add. Let's copy this thing over here, select and Control C, go to your new slide, put in your cursor over here, and then press Control V. Replace the word memory unit, memory to input device. What are the input devices we have? For that, we can make some chart or picture. Let's start with, let's add a text first. Insert text box. Input device. What are the input devices we have? First, in general, what pops up in your mind, we will write down those things. For me, it's the keyboard and the mouse, and there are other things like you have your scanner, it's an input device. You have your stylus, which is also an input device. Digitizing pen, scanner, stuff like that is an input device. And let's your input device opening, and let's make some chart from here. Let's pull the line. I've just underlined it. Okay. Here, change the color. Make the line a little recent. And from here, input device. We'll have some devices over here, and we'll add them as much as we can. As many as we can, not much. Probably the statement, yeah. First is, let's make it mouse. For adding pictures, just go to your insert, pictures. I have some slides over here, the pictures over here. The mouse, insert. Sorry, just cancel, I guess. Insert. So you got the mouse. And comes your keyboard. This picture is too big. Let's make it small. Got a keyboard. Online pictures. We got this. Insert. So we have finished another slide, and we're going to finish up with this output slide, the last slide. Just add a new slide, copy your text from here, paste it over here, change your text to output. Let's finish this, delete this part, we don't need it as of now. And for output devices, first let's add. Okay, we got our output devices. Beside this output devices, there is another devices which is called both input and output devices. Let's make a slide for that. For that, let's assume what are the items we can have. HDD, right? It's though it's one of your primary, it's a secondary memory, but it can work as both input and output devices because you read in data to your processor, and also you save data to it, so it becomes your output device. Now next, let's make it the bullet test. HDD, then comes your floppy disk, CD/DVD ROM, then comes your pen drive, webcam. You can change the size of this thing from your formatting menu. Select the box and let's increase the size. And okay, you can make it bold over here. That's it. And after this, just remember to save it. And to run this slide, what we do is the slideshow menu, and from beginning, on each mouse click, the slideshow is going to change. Now let's add some further functionality, enhancement to this slide. First is let's add some slide transitions from one slide to another slide, how they should appear. For that, what you need is select the slides, and you can do this from this side of the pane. Just click, then Control, click, click, select, 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 and final slide. For the slide transition, we can go to the transition and select what kind of transition you want. Which my preferred slide transition is fade, which I add over here. And let's go back and see how it performs. Go to your slideshow and start from the beginning, and just now first slide you click, the second slide comes, click, the third slide comes, the fourth slide comes, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh, and that's it. You can add further enhancement to this slide, is similar transitions to these structures, these objects over here. Enhancement to this slide, particularly this slide, on the objects of the slide. You can add some transition effect or animation effect, what you call it. First, for this computer fundamentals object, which I've written over here, the test text box, I add appear. For the second, I add let me see what effects I have over here. Flying. For this slide, let's keep it simple. Appear. And for this thing, let's fly in. And for this slide, let's keep it appear. And for this, let's add flame. For this, let's add flame. For this, let's add flame. For this, let's add appear, appear, appear. For this, let's add you can see these numbers are the sequence of numbers, are the sequence in which they are going to appear. This animation is going to appear in this slide. Okay, and suppose I want to change this sequence. I want to add a sequence, this sequence to there. Okay, and now it's number 9. I want to change the sequence. For changing the sequence, we have select the CPU and move 8, 7, 3, 2, no 4. First, second, then comes this third, then comes this fourth, then comes this fifth. And of course I missed these lines. I have to add this sequence to these lines also. Let me club them together. Nothing very easy. Just select the object which you want to add, and you add this Control plus Control and select other objects which you want to club together. And from there we just let them bounce and add it. And from here you can add this animation also here. Let's wipe up. And this is 11th, which is not the right sequence, so I want to let it come before the 9th. Or the 10th, it should, this 10 numbers animations should come before fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. After 8, this would come. 9th, this should be 9th. This should be the 10th. This should be the 11th. That's it. And we are not going any further. This is just for your demo. Let's start from the beginning. Go to your slideshow and start the slideshow. Mouse click. Just I click another thing. New slide. Then this and this and this and this. I'm clicking my mouse. New slides appearing. Clicking my mouse. The new items of the objects of the slide is appearing. So you got the idea. Okay, besides this, we can add some. This is you can see this slide is absolutely basic white slide and with black text. To cheer up the slide, what you should do is go to your design and select any kind of design you want. For example, let me check if I could select any other designs which I have. Okay, I would like to have a darker background and lighter text. I can select for this. It seems pretty good to me. You can change the background also here. You can add this thing or this one, whatever suits you, or this one. These are the design ideas which has been provided by PowerPoint. And if you want to keep a basic, very basic, let's go and see. Let us select this one. I'm feeling this thing should look good. Okay, now let's check it out how my slides looks now. Go to your slideshow design, slideshow, and start the slide. So it looks good in my opinion, and I'm going to give this slide design. Now next is you can, like the way you have added the animation, you can add sound to over here also. I'm not going for it. You can check it out on your own. And you can also change the speed of the animation. You can make the move faster. Over here, you can see the timing. From timing, you can change the animation speed. Now, suppose this is coming from the duration of delay of this total animation will take around 50 seconds, fraction of 50 seconds. And that is delay. You can add a delay after clicking for another few moments. Let's see how it functions. So you can see this basic tutorial came a little later after I clicked. Anyways, next is if you want this slide to have a printout of this slide, you need to add. You can take printout of the slides, but to hand it over to somebody, it's better to give a handout of the printout of the slide. For that, you just go to your file and you print. Over here, you can print all slides, or you can select the number of slides per page, which makes it like handout. For suppose I want to print 2 slides per page. So now this becomes a handout of the page. You can see it's easier. When the presenter will be talking, he can see these things in his own hand. What is going to come next, that will be easier for the presenter. If you want to print the number of copies, over here you can do that thing, and that's you can select your printer from here. Let's go for some advanced stage of this PowerPoint presentation. Let's add a new slide and do some advanced stuff. Not part of this computer fundamentals. Suppose I want to add now let's first delete this thing. And I want to add a chart, a graph chart, pie chart, things like that. For that, we go to insert. We can add some chart over here from this place. Click on the chart. You will present a number of charts. Let's go for this kind of chart. Okay. You will be taken to this Excel sheet from where you can add some data. Now, this category ones, let's make it a cap. Let's add a sales figure. Cap, yearly sales figure. Bat, ball, gloves. Series 1 is your 2019 sales figure. 2020, and this is 2021. Let's change the figures a bit in round numbers like 125 and 200, and here it is 50. And here you've got your cap, bat, ball, and these are the years. You can see the legend over here, 2019, 2020, 2000 years, 2019, 20, 2021. You can add some chart title. You can add it over here. Sales figure of my store. Then place here, adjust the things. When you can adjust these colors and everything, you can figure it out later when you will be trying out things. Okay, let's add another slide and learn some new tricks. Let's learn some morphing in this slide in the PowerPoint slides. Just you can do morphing. First, insert some objects, shapes. Let me take this square and insert another circle. Let's change this thing from this to this. Okay. All you do first, create a copy, the slide, and paste the slide, similar slide. So, why we copied these two slides is to put them in the same distance, in the same level. So it will be visually easy for us. Now we delete this thing, and now we delete this thing from the first object and delete this thing from the second object, second slide, first slide, second slide. Okay. Now we're going to do some transition. If we do is go to this transition menu and select the object and morph. To morph, let's see what happens. Nothing is happening. No proper morphing is happening. To change that, all you have to do is select the object, go to your Home tab, under the object items, you already find this icon Arrange, open it, and find the selection pane. Over here, it's written Rectangle 5. Let's change the name first. Change the name to, first add 2 exclamations, then Shape. Once you're done with this, go to the new slide, get hold of this final object, and change the name to same. Shape. Now when you turn the slide, you can see it's working nicely. Hope you got the idea. Okay, now let's go to another tricks or advanced settings. You can make this whole presentation into a video. Go to your file, then go to export. Export, over here you will find many other things, handouts, presentation for CD, animated GIF, create a video. Go to your video, select your quality. Generally, I go for this. This is good enough. And create video. That's it. It will ask you for the location, where to save it, and that's it. For the time being now, this is our tips and tricks that I wanted to say to you, and that's it. I hope this will get you started with your PowerPoint journey, and you'll make something out of it. Another thing before I go, I will be giving a link below my video in the description box. Where there's a TED Talk video about the presentation, how to create a PowerPoint slide presentation. It's a very insightful thing. I learned a lot from there. You just go and check it out. Thank you.